Hey guys, hope we're all having a good Friday. We'll let a few people get on and then we'll get warmed up. Full body session, rubbing out today again. You'll need one or two weights for doing bicep curls, and we're going to do dips. So you'll need a chair for your dips. And I need to bring in some kettlebell foam already, yeah. So you've got lunge, we've got Russian twists, bicep curl to overhead press, skitter hop, squat, bicycle crunch, dips, mountain climber, plank, and touch, V-sit, lateral raise, press up, and a burpee. So whenever you're ready, we will get ready. So like I say, we're doing dips, so you'll need a chair for doing your dips, and you'll need a weight for a couple other of the exercises. So take it on the toes. Just keep it nice and light up, and keep that working. From there, take it under your chest. Just bring it up. Bring it in with the mat. Forward and back. Back to your jacks. And then on to let's go. Keep that up, keep that up. Speed that up for 10. Speed it up. And time. Circle the arms. Small circles round. Back with the arms. Relax that. Just circle the hips. And change. Relax that. Grab the toes, knees out, chest tall. Straight that up. Back then in. Straight that up. And then sit down in, knees out, chest forward, and rotate. Push in position, right foot to right hand, drop the hip. Left foot to left hand, drop the hip. Right to right. Left to left. Right to right. And left to left. Let's take it down. On to your side. Drop knee to the chest. Open it up. Close it in. Open it up. Close it in. So rotate through. Close it up. Rotate through. Close it up. Do one more. And we'll change that round. It's much easier to spin than this compared to the gym floor. Open it up. Close it round. Nice rotation from that lower back as well. Don't just move the arm. Lovely. And then foot and the knee, hip up, glute squeeze. One more. Through that spine, roll up through the vertebrae, roll down through the vertebrae. So you're going vertebrae by vertebrae, up and down. You're not just dragging through the hip, straight up. You're controlling through. Two more. Last one. We'll bring it up. So, I am going to try and find this mat. Give me 2 seconds. It can only be in one of 2 places. And now, so we're starting with our lunge. Can be body weight or weight. I'll show a body weight variation for those that don't have weights. So whenever you're ready, forward or reverse lunge. 3, 2, 1, and step into it. Hand can be out. You put the hand on the thigh, push back. Put the hand on the thigh, push back. If forward irritates the knees, you can step back instead and change. Step back instead and change. Whichever one suits you best. If you've got a weight, hold the weight centered. You step into it, push back, step in, push back. You're breathing in on the way down. So you breathe in, then you push up strong with the breath. You breathe in, you push up strong with the breath. 5 seconds. Don't bounce your knee off the floor. Kneecaps don't like that. It's irritating on them. And time. Good. We're into a Russian twist. You can do it with or without weight. You did these. As always, with a flat spine. So put yourself into position, chest nice and tall. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you rotate. So I'm twisting my waist. I'm not slouched and doing this. Pull myself tall, I lean back slightly, and then I twist the waist. Nice and controlled. Breathe out, and again if you have a weight, it's the same movement. If you want to extend the arms, it's still from the waist, the arms are just creating more leverage, so that the waist down on the obliques. 5 seconds. And again, you can lift the feet off the floor if you want, as long as you can keep that posture. Time. Bring that back up. We're into a bicep curl to overhead press. So if you have 2 weights, you literally bicep curl, shoulder press, down, down. If you have 1 weight or a kettlebell, you pull it up, press, down, down. That's the way the movement goes. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So don't swing. Your elbows don't leave your sides. You bend the forearm up, you press above the head, you bring it back down, the forearms are straight, you straighten the arm. So 1, press up, 2, bicep in line with the ear, back down to the start position, 3, back down 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. People get in the habit of this sort of swinging it up and letting it fall down. That's 2 movements. We don't want that. Control, press, down, down. So you're working the biceps, but you're also working the shoulders at the same time. And time. We're into a skater hop. After that, so again, a couple of positions with this. I'll put these back. You've either got just that small to the side from here, you've got slightly larger to there, or you can jump and land, whichever one suits. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you can do side and side like this, whichever suits you. You can go longer and touch the floor, or you don't touch or touch and you go for a big jump. Depends on your floor, depends on your space, depends on your balance, depends on your ankles, depends on your knees. Just pick the one that suits you best. And again, if it's this, if that doesn't suit, you can just wait for the sprint. You can do whatever you can do in order to keep yourself going and moving. 5 seconds. Come on. Time. Squats. So if you're gobbling it, if you have a dumbbell, grab the dumbbell, hold your kettlebell tight, or body weight, hands out, sit back away from your hips, or use the chair. I'll show you a couple of variations. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So with the chair touches here, hands go out, touch the chair, back up. It helps you to bend the knees. A lot of people go into a squat and do this. And they bend their leg a little bit, but then they sit the body forward, but they haven't actually bent the knee, they sit down, which is what we're working with the squat. Free squat, hands out, back up. Come on, keep moving. Back up. Weighted squat, lock it in tight, elbows forward here. Bend the knees, sit down, stand up. You don't, because you add a weight, change your technique. Technique is still sitting down. And time. Bring that up. And bicycle crunch. So 2 positions again. You've either got 1 foot on the floor or both feet elevated. But in both positions, we're lifting the toes and shoulder to the knee. So either 1 foot can stay down, you lift the shoulder. I'm not touching my knee on my elbow. If the feet are up, it's not this. It's extend, rotate, extend, rotate. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Extend, rotate, extend, rotate, extend, rotate, extend, rotate. Keep it moving. Let's go. Both feet down, 1 foot lifts, control. 1 foot less control. So feel the neck and you have to support the head, that's fine. But I'm supporting my head and still lifting my shoulders and not pulling my neck. Because when you pull the neck, you're going to pull the head of yourself. I'm still lifting my shoulder. So I prefer people don't put the hands behind the head. Maybe put your fist to your temple because it's more difficult to try and pull your neck. Time. But again, you can support. But the issue with support and dips and an exercise like that is that people tend to pull the head off the floor then. And then they're back into pulling the neck instead of actually working the core. So dips, hands on the chair, feet forward, find the position, you go straight down. Let's go. Bend the elbows so my back stays against that chair. I'm not coming forward because that there's cranking my shoulder, it's not working my tricep. So I edge of the chair, I bend and go down. So I can still feel the chair against my back. Look at the 90 degrees in my arms. Straight up, down, straight up. If that's easy, walk away slightly. Back still stays against the chair. Don't walk away and go back into this position. 15 seconds. Chest forward, head up. Push up. 5 seconds. And 10. Good. Shake it out. And mountain climbers on the floor when you're ready. So you can be slow or fast, knee to the chest, core tight as the knee comes in. So again, the position is either plank, one knee slow, here, or fast. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And again, keep that going. If that doesn't suit, come back up onto your chair and do it here. If that doesn't suit, go back up onto a higher pattern and do it there. There's always alternatives. Always, always, always. Knee always goes to the chest in the mountain climber. Don't start taking the heat to the butt. Knee comes to the chest. So you're doing a single leg plank, core tight as that comes in. 5 seconds. Time. Where did you go? Come back. Come back, clock. Plank, rope. I will, I like to do a lateral raise first because that clears a lot from the shoulders. So it is the lateral raise, can of beans, anything at all. We're coming out to the side, down, out to the side, back down from that. So the way to think of it is you're reaching the weight that way, out to the side. You're not trying to lift it up and end up flapping your arms like this because people end up then putting their hands above the elbows. That's not it. Slight bend in the elbows, and I'm going that way to my sides. Out. So whenever you're ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So out, control the way down, out, control the way down. Anything for weight at all, guys. A jar, can of beans, something in each hand that you can bring out to the side. And again, we're going out to the side. The reason that I aim out the way also is you can't go past. I can't go up to here. Because if I want to go up to there now, I have to start swinging it up and lifting it up. It's not a lift up, it's a lift out. So the mid-delt, the side of your shoulders, is working, which they are now, and might pull under your neck slightly. Last one. And down. Good. We're taking that down into our V-sit. So the reason I switched these is that the next exercise is the plank and touch. I didn't want to do that straight after a mountain climber. So V-sit, when you're ready, let's go. Either crunch, up, low V-sit, up, or high V-sit, coming up, controlling, coming up, controlling. Whichever one suits you. If this doesn't suit, try the low, just in and out, knees together, elbows together, everything stretches away, or fix the legs, shoulders up. 15 seconds. They're all working the core. This is still too difficult, sit up. You're not trying to force any of them. You should never try and throw yourself and fall down and throw yourself and fall down. That's not working the core. But your shoulders should be leaving the floor. Tag. So always try and get them shoulders to leave the floor slightly. Because otherwise what might be happening is you're leaving the shoulders down and you're doing this to your head. And then you're going to strain your neck and you're not working the core. Plank and touch. So push up position, lock it up tight. You can do it off the feet or knees. We're going to touch the shoulder on each side. We're trying to minimize hip rotation. 3, 2, 1, up we go. So we're trying to minimize as much as possible this happening. This being loose and this twisting. tight. Up and touch, up and touch. Everything solid, everything tight. That's good, 15 seconds. If this is difficult, knees to here. Core still tight, you're still in that position, we're still working strong. 5 seconds. And 10, good. What we got next? What we got next? Press up. Not happy with the leg and then. When you're ready, bend and push. I've left too much just sort of on this downward position. I don't like doing that for the shoulders just because there's a lot of support. So I'm going to switch them around a little bit before we start the next round so that I'm more happy with it. 15 seconds, lean forward. So again, your chest is going to where your hands are, not where your face. So your face doesn't go to your hands, your chest does. If it's too difficult doing it like this, walk into a box position, do the same thing from there. Time. And then last one before the break, we have a burpee. And then I'm going to switch these exercises around a little bit because there's too much stability on the holding yourself up on a rope. So whenever you're ready, burpee. So you can either walk it, step it. You want to do the burpee, total body extension, swing up and back. Burpee, you can step down, walk out, and stand up, or you can speed that up. Or if that doesn't suit, use the chair for your dips. Stand up, bend the knees, stand up from there. Again, always alternatives. Last 10 seconds, let's go, come on. Up. Up. 5 seconds. Up. Last one. And up. Grab a break. I'm going to switch a few exercises around to make it flow easier on the shoulders. Okay, let's just separate out those holes a little bit more so we don't have so many on the shoulders. How are we all doing? Everybody okay? This one, there's exact same, just I switched a couple of exercises. So whenever you're ready, we're still starting with that lunge, with or without weight. I showed unweighted the last time, I'm going to show weighted this time. I always hold a goblet position, so if it's a dumbbell or kettlebell, especially if it's a larger dumbbell, I hold like this because it allows you to get the elbows tucked in. If it's a small dumbbell, you can do the same thing, but some of the larger kettlebells or some of the larger dumbbells tend to be here and people tend to sort of do this. They squeeze the thing. I do this and tuck it in because that supports that weight and it's a far more comfortable position for holding the weight. It can be done with a small dumbbell, the same as this here, as long as you can get the elbows in. Kettlebell, definitely grab the horns of the bell and then tuck it in. So you're grabbing down where the bell meets the ball. Grab it there, tuck the elbows in, hold it forward, that supports the weight, core tight, you can work with it. So when you're ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lock that in, breathe in, push back. And again, I'm not saying that you need to use a weight. I'm saying that if you're using a weight and you're able to use a weight, this is what you do. If you're not, go back to putting your hand on your thigh or doing body weight. Remember, we don't jump the separation between the start point and where you want to be. You need to walk up the stairs and work your way through each one. Last 10. So don't try and jump the stairs. Take the steps. Small steps, make big changes. Last one. And up. Good. We're into our Russian twist. I'm going to show it with weight this time because I showed it without last time. Same back position, same tall spine position. We're still working the same thing. So into your position, pull yourself tall is always the first movement with the Russian twist. No slouch. Tall. Very good, Emmett. I have a watch here. Forgot to start to bring my timer with me. Lean back slightly and then I rotate. If my hands by my side, I'm rotating, but I'm not moving the arms. Let's go. So as I rotate, this is coming from my waist. So I'm rotating my chest here. I'm not sitting like this and just moving my arms because that's not working your core. You need to rotate. If you start feeling it in the lower back, it's guaranteed that you've now slouched. So come tall, lean back, rotate. If you slouch again, put that weight down because you don't need it and you need to concentrate on posture and hold yourself in the right position. Last 10. So that you can get here working on that rotation and not here. We're not looking to slouch your back. And time. So technique always comes over everything, guys. I am a technique freak. It has to come before everything else, because if it doesn't, you're going to injure yourself. We are into our plank and touch this time, so again we're just taking the pressure off the shoulders for later on. 3, 2, 1, up we go. Touch. Minimize the hip movement. Try not to be up here. If your hands are way out in front of your face, it's guaranteed that your butt's up. Get the hands under your shoulders. Lift. Widen the feet as much as you need. Lift. So hands under my shoulder. Touch. Touch. If it's really difficult, plank. If that's really difficult, kneel and plank. You do what you can do, not what you think you should be doing. Come on. Last one. And 10. Skitter hop. Side to side. Again, either step it, small jump it, or jump it. Once you're ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So it's either here and here, and again, remember you can jog on the spot as an alternative. We can go longer from there. You do yours. Come on, I'm just showing. You should have started already. Up to further, up to further. If it's not there, reduce it. If it's not here, reduce it to there. From that, and you can always speed that up or speed it up or speed it up. Loads of alternatives that you can do. Just pick the one that suits you best. Time. But never do something that you can't do, because you could injure. We're not looking to injure. I have no idea why I'm getting down because I haven't read this. Bicep crunch, so no squat. Squat, 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 squat. That's what I said, I have no idea where I was getting on before. So again, use the chair, use a weight, don't use a weight. But bend the knees, sit down into it. Let's go. I like to turn my toes out to 5 to 1. As I hinge back on my hips, I push my knees in line with my toes. That allows me to get down into a deep squat. My chest is still facing forward in this bottom position. Then I stand up. Chest is still facing forward, then I stand up. Don't worry if you can't get the depth that I'm getting here. This is 26 years of training that allowed me to get this and to get out of this mobility. Last 10. But I always concentrate on sitting down. So sit on your heels is the way to think of it. Back up. That's what the chair's for. If you feel like you're going to fall over, time. Use the chair. We're down to a bicep crunch. I know what I'm doing this time. So on the floor, again, either 1 foot down or 1 foot up. It's up to you, but don't pull the neck. Let's go. So lift, control. Lift the knee, off the shoulder lifts, not the elbow, shoulder. So when I lift, the shoulder lifts from here. I don't just bring my elbow forward and leave my shoulder down. I want that shoulder to lift, the oblique is working. Same up in the air. My shoulder's lifting, I'm rotating across, 15 seconds. So it's long, contracted, it's not short, and elbows and arms are flailing and nothing is working. It's controlled. If that doesn't suit, put the foot back to the floor. From there, time. Dips. Dip, dip, dip. What was that, Scouts? Dip, dip, dip. So again, find your position. Hands on the edge of the chair. Your back stays to that chair. So you're going down, not forward. When you're ready, let's go. Bend. Push that up. Chest is forward. I haven't slouched like this, and I'm doing it with my shoulders sort of up around my ears, my neck collapsed. Strong chest forward. Bend the arms straight down. Straighten the arms. Push up. Keep my chest pushed out. Keep my shoulders back. Bend the arms. Push up. The closer your feet are to your body, I can actually sit in my calves now, it takes pressure off in the bottom position, then I push up, 10 seconds. So I can sit in my calves if they're right under me, push up. If that's easy, walk away, now you can't. So now I've got all the pressure on my arms, and tight. But it's this movement, bend, not this what some people get into. It's sort of swinging, hinging forward. There's too much on the shoulder with that. Mountain climber, and then you need your baby pins for your lateral raise. So you'll see why I switched these around now, these couple of exercises, that we're not so much down holding that position. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Slow, in and out, or fast, in and out, or hands on the chair, hands on the table, hands against the wall. Doesn't matter which position you're in, that knee still comes to that chest. That core still stays squeezed, your hip stays as low as possible in that plank position. Keep it up. That's it. Move, 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 move. Last 10. Drive it in, drive it in, drive it in. 5 seconds. 10. Good. Lateral raise. In it. Yes. Lateral raise. So again, we're coming out to the side with our lateral raise. So slight bend in the elbow, and then I'm putting the weights out long, as if I'm trying to stretch my arms apart. But keep the elbow bent, you're not straight, lock the elbow. Let's go. 1. Back down to the side. 2. Back down to the side. So again, aim out, not up. If you aim up, you'll start into this sort of thing. You see people doing this here, flapping or throwing it behind. It's not that, it's out to the side. You can't go past 90 degrees, then with that. This is the most difficult position for this exercise, because when it comes to leverage, this is the most weight on the shoulder. If you go higher than this, last 10, you're coming back into the acute angle and you've taken pressure off the shoulders. So there's no point going past it, because you're using momentum and you're just not getting as an effective exercise. And time. Down. Good. Alright. V-sit. So once you're ready, again, low, medium or high, V-sit. Let's go. Either crunch, you can do a basic sit-up, you can do a low V-sit, in and out. You can do the high V-sit, coming up, controlling out. But it's always elbows and knees coming together, and then elbows and knees stretch away, elbows and knees come together low, elbows and knees stretch away, fixed leg position, elbows and knees come together, the body goes down, elbows and knees, shoulders come up, shoulders go down. Here, same, shoulders up, shoulders down, elbows still coming towards the knees and moving away. So whenever you're doing these, always think closing in, stretching out, closing in, stretching out, closing in, stretch it out, close it in, stretch it out, and time. Flip around on your press up. 3 to go. When you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, find the line where your hands go. Now that's where my chest goes. To that line. Back up. Doesn't have to go all the way down, but that's what I'm aiming for. I'm not aiming my face to that line because it's a bad position for my back, bad position for my body. Lean. If you're not strong enough, go to the box, but make sure that line is below your hands. My chest still goes to that line. Down and up. Full position. Chest still goes to the line. You haven't come into this position and you're trying to do a full press up like this, because that's not it. 5 seconds. So we're working the muscles, not our joints. Not putting pressure on the joints because we're not strong enough to do a position. The muscle always has to take precedence over what we're doing, and that's the reason for technique. Bicep curl to shoulder press. So it's, are you ready? Let's go. Curl it up, press, down, straighten the arm. Curl it up, press, down, straighten the arm. Down, straighten the arm. So I've got two. I'm going to show you one as well. Same thing, kettlebell or dumbbell. Up, same thing. Bend, press, chest, straighten the arm. Bend, press, chest, straighten the arm. Doesn't matter which one you're doing. Technique is exactly the same. You don't change the technique because you've changed what you're using to do the exercise. The technique remains throughout. 5 seconds. Time. The last one, burpee to finish. So that is, I'm happier with the layout of that second time round because you don't have nearly 3 in a row where you're holding yourself on that position. That's too much on the shoulders. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, chair, out and up. If that's difficult, step out, walk in, stand up. Step out, walk in, stand up. Same on the floor. Squat down, step out, walk in, stand up. Bend the knees, step out, walk in, stand up, or squat, extend, and up, or full position. Up, squatting, extending, and have the jump from there. Last one. Time. Grab a drink. And that's us. We'll stretch it out. Whenever I'm doing those, anytime I demonstrate those, the one thing I always get from people is, why don't you do the press up with the burpee? And that comes from people who would have previously done CrossFit, because they start to add on the press up to the floor with the burpee and back up again. The reason is very simple. Most people can't do a full press up. So if you can't do a full press up, whenever you go down into the bottom of that movement, which is a ballistic movement, you jump down, put the chest to the floor. What's going to happen when you go to get back up off the floor? You're here, you press, 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 press. Now you've arched your back enough so that you can try and get your leg back in under yourself. You're not doing a press up, all the pressure's in your lower back. So I don't like them because people can't do them. So what they do is they come down, they go down, they go down, and then they go up. Press up to the floor. You should be able to do a full press up, control the position, down, press, up. If you can't explode off the floor with your arms, then you shouldn't be doing a press up and a burpee. And that's the reason I don't add them in, because 99% of people can't do them, so they're an advanced exercise. Burpee itself is an advanced exercise, which is why I add in so many variations. But press up to the floor is just a no-no. If you can bang out 10 or 15 full press ups, keeping that core solid, add it in, knock yourself out. If you can't, don't do it. You don't need it, they're hard enough. Just nice long circles, back to it with the arms, stretch it up. Hands to the side, stretch back. In the front, stretch forward. Arm across, pull that through. Change. And then hands around the back, roll the shoulders back, stretch it up. Relax that balance if you need, foot up, hold. Change that over. Foot up, hold. Relax that down. Leg out in front, keep it straight, sit back onto the hips. We'll change, same thing other side, sit back onto the hip. Bring that up, and then big step back. Hook the pelvis under, drop in into the stretch. Keep round, same thing. Balance if you need, pelvis tucked, drop in into the stretch. And walk it up. Have a good Friday. Saturday stretch is on tomorrow morning. If you're feeling tight anywhere, that's what Saturday stretch is for. I know a lot of people don't like doing the stretching because they don't think it's a workout, but it's what helps you to get better and improve in your workouts, because you're freer and you're able to move into the exercises better, especially like the squat press